The science of meditation is the mother science, out of which all other sciences have come. How did Ayurveda come? The greatness of each plant species. Who discovered them? And how did they discover them? The benefits of each plant, each part of each plant. The great science of Ayurveda, for which India is known all over the world. People in meditation could see the truth about the plants, about the beneficial effects of those plants in human systems. So, meditation is the mother science, and a child of that science is the Ayurveda. In the ancient Ramayana, we have seen Pushpaka Vimana. Rama used on his return trip from Lanka to Ayodhya. That was a great technology. Any technology, how does it come? By applying the right mind to the right task. It calls for a lot of meditation. The Benjamin hexagon has been discovered in a dream, which laid foundation for the organic chemistry. Meditation gives you perfect dreams. Meditation gives you perfect creativity. Meditation is the foundation science. Meditation is the mother science of all other sciences. The Bhagavad Gita, the greatest document, spiritual document, tells Arjuna, hey Arjuna, do meditation. Tapasvibhyodhi ko yogi, jnanibhyopi matvadikaha, karmyabjashadi ko yogi, tasmad yogi bhava. Hey Arjun, you become a yogi. You become a deep meditator. Arjuna was a great warrior, but Krishna asked him to be a great meditator. And who was Krishna himself? Yogeshwara. So the essential message of Bhagavad Gita is, hey, become a yogi. Become a meditator. Understand the science of meditation. Become a practitioner of meditation. Once you become a practitioner of meditation, you get to the taste of meditation, then you teach it to others. First, to become a yogi. There are 5 things, 5 words. Dhyani, yogi, rishi, rajarshi and brahmarshi. Dhyani is a sincere meditator who has begun his meditation, who made a right choice to bring his meditation in his own, her own life. He became a meditator, dhyani. Then, once you are a dhyani, you go on to become a yogi. A yogi is a person who has controlled his mind, restless mind. He can make the mind still anytime. He is an accomplished meditator. You begin with a dabbler in meditation. You become a dhyani. You become an apprentice. Once you become an apprentice, after some time you become a master. That's a yogi. Then the yogi goes on to become a rishi, a third eye owner, a drashta, a man who sees into the future of every being. That's when you become a rishi. From that, you go on to become a maharshi, maharishi. Then from there on, you go on to become a brahmarshi, like Vasishtha, brahmarshi Vasishtha. You become a co-creator. Brahmarshi Vishwamitra, he created his own world, his own dimension. So these are the 5 words. You begin as a dabbler, an amateur, an apprentice, a sadhaka of meditation. You become a master of meditation. Then you become a seer. You get into becoming the owner of a third eye. Then you see all your past lives. I'm just now reading a book where a person has seen his 85 past lifetimes. And he has written a book. Those 85 past lives go up to Atlantean civilizations and also life in other planets other than Earth. He saw all his 85 lifetimes and written a book. Then you become a Brahmarshi finally. You become a co-creator. You create your own dimensions, your own solar systems, your own galaxies. That is the full development of a dhyani. First of all, you must become a dhyani. From a non-dhyani to a dhyani, first step. You never knew about meditation, you never heard about it, you are a non-dhyani. Then you begin to know about meditation by hearing from somebody. Then your eyes are hooked. Your soul is hooked to that concept. Then you practice it, you become a dhyani. Practice of meditation makes man perfect. So you will have perfect control of your mind. No more thoughts, no more wild thoughts running around in your mind. You have done a lot of practice of meditation. You become a yogi. You continue to practice your meditation. Then the yogi becomes a rishi. You own a third eye. My spiritual education started deeply when I read Lobsang Rampa. And his third eye, You Forever, Chapters of Life, 13 books. His astral travel experiments, Akash Srikar's experiments, everything. I became a knower through Lobsang Rampa. I must have done that all those things in my previous lifetime. That's why I was hooked to it. I did not need to repeat Lobsang Rampa's experiments or Gautam Buddha's experiments. I knew they were correct, so I adopted it. I sat on the shoulders of Buddha and Lobsang Rampa and continued my work in spreading my meditation to everybody. I don't want to repeat their work. I'll show their work to others, that's all. I don't have to repeat it. And from a rishi, you go become a maharshi. From then on, you become a brahmarshi. Any number of people have become brahmarshis. So these are the 5 key words. Dhyani. First step is from non-dhyana to dhyana. That's a most wonderful step. It is like on an empty soil, barren soil, you put a seed. And in due course, the seed sprouts and becomes a mighty tree, banyan tree. That seeding is very important. When the seeding is done, you become a dhyani. When the seed sprouts, you become a yogi. When it flowers, it becomes a rishi. Then the tree fruits, you become a brahmarshi. The fruit had many seeds, and you spread the whole seeds. The seeds continue the tradition. That seed again becomes a seed for another tree. The creativity goes on, the creation goes on ad infinitum. So, my dear friends, in the science of meditation, again there are 5 things. First thing is, you begin to observe your breathing, closing your eyes. Your meditation process starts from there. You observe the breathing. Keep on observing the breathing. That is the first step. Then you will go into the second step. The mind becomes empty. You will experience that. By constant practice of anapanasati, it will take another 40 days to become a yogi. You will see a beautiful thing happening to you, that your mind has become empty. Anybody will see it, provided he has the same sincerity and same seriousness of a Milarepa, or a Buddha, or a Jesus, or a Padma Sambhava, or a Bodhidharma, or a Sant Jnaneshwar, or a Sant Kabir, or Saint Tiruvalluvar, Tirumular. All are sincere people and serious people. So the first step is to observe the breathing. Nothing else other than that. Just keep your hands close together, cross your feet, sit in a comfortable posture. Select a good sofa for you. You don't have to squat on the soil, on the rock, on the land. Create a. Why is there is a sofa? To make yourself comfortable. Somebody created a sofa for you. You use it. And close your eyes and begin to observe the breathing. And you keep to it for the next 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 10 hours, 24 hours. You get up only for your body calls and come back and again close your eyes and then again begin to observe your breathing. You are hungry, go and eat a chapati and come back. You are thirsty, have a water source. Drink a glass of water, then come back and again close your eyes and observe the breathing. You want to fight with your wife, go and fight with your and come back and do meditation. So this is the first step, observing the breathing. Anapanasati is the first step. Nothing else other than that. The truth of spirituality is very simple. The truth of meditation is very simple. The process of gaining your divinity is very simple. Anapanasati. Anapanasati. This is the first step. You get bored. Hey, why I am sitting? But you must understand that your sitting is very, very essential for you. Arjuna asked Krishna, Chanchalam hi manah Krishna, pramadi balavadrudam, tasyaham nigraham manye, vayoriva sudushkaram. Arjuna speaks to Krishna, hey Krishna, controlling this mind is very, very difficult. As difficult as to control the air. Then Krishna said, Asamchya mahabaho, mano dudnigram chalam. You are right, Arjuna. Mind is very difficult to control. Abhyasena tu vairagyena. Abhyasena kaunteya, vairagyena cha gruhyate. By constant practice and by vairagya, there are 2 key words given by Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. Abhyasa and vairagya. Vairagya. What is vairagya? Vairagya is closing the eyes, that's all. See, the world is outside you, very attractive. Now, you have to close your eyes. I don't want the world outside. So when you open your eyes, you are into raga. When you close your eyes, you are into vairagya. Very simple. Patanjali said, Abhyasa vairagya vyam tan nirodha. The practice of meditation and by vairagya means closing the eyes. You must close your eyes to the world so that the world does not enter into you, your system. Then abhyasa means observing the breathing. Closing the eyes is vairagya. Observing the breathing is the abhyasa part of it. By these 2 things, you will achieve it. Krishna said, you will become a yogi. No doubt in that. There is a science behind it. A plus B will become C plus D under the given conditions of temperature and pressure. That's the equation. If you change the pressure, change the temperature, then something else will come, not C plus D. But under similar conditions of temperature and pressure, A plus B will give C plus D. Same thing, the same equation goes for meditation also. A is your attention, B is your breath. Attention on the breath. Under similar conditions of required conditions of sincerity and seriousness will give C plus D. C is your consciousness. D is your direction. You will get your direction. You will retrieve your consciousness by A plus B. A plus B, under the given conditions of sincerity and seriousness, will give you C plus D. I got my direction in my life. I got my D. I expanded my consciousness. I have become aware of my consciousness by my A plus B. A is attention, B is breath. Attention on the breath is Anapanasati. So you close your eyes and do the best. Give it the best try. Don't open your eyes. Come what may. Anapanasati. Keep on practicing meditation. When I first learned the flute, my Guruji gave me the flute. Hey, play it. I blew my air into it, but there was no sound. For 3 days, I was blowing and blowing and blowing, but there was no sound coming off it. I got severe headache by constant blowing, but there was no sound. That doesn't mean that you cannot play it. Anybody can play it. Nothing is impossible, as Karthikeyanji said. After 3 days, some sound came. Then you practice on that sound. You do the fingering. Then you get the raga out of it, melody out of it. And you can play Indra Mahanubhavu, the Pancharatna Kirtana of Tyagaraja Swami, on the flute. Yes. Nothing is impossible. Anapanasati is the seed that you must sow in your life. A plus B. A is attention, B is the breath, gives you consciousness and direction in your life. As Karthikeyanji said, Ratnakara, a highway robber, became a Maharshi and got the direction in life to write the Ramayana. I got direction in my life to teach meditation to everybody. A plus B will become C plus D under the given conditions of sincerity and seriousness. Then what happens? The mind becomes empty. With Anapanasati, the second step, mind becomes empty. Dhyanam nirvishya manaha. What is meditation? Making your mind nirvishya, nirvastu, nirvyakti, nirvishya. No person should be there in the mind. No event should be there in the mind. No thing should be there in the mind. The mind sans any things, sans any people, sans any events. Then you become a yogi. The mind becomes empty. What happens when the mind becomes empty? Huge amounts of energy, cosmic energy, comes into the body. That is the third step. First step is Anapanasati. Second step is Chitta Vritti Nirodha, making the mind empty. Third thing is getting into cosmic energy. And what happens then? Nadi Mandala Shuddhi happens. Your etheric body gets cleaned. Etheric body contains all the bad things that you have done in your previous lifetimes and in the current lifetime also. There are so many blocks are there in the Nadi Mandala. When you receive cosmic energy, you have Nadi Mandala Shuddhi. First step is Anapanasati. Keep to your breath. Then find out that you have experienced the emptiness of the mind. And you get into cosmic energy flow. Akasha Ganga Snana. When we said that Ganga ji purifies you, they never meant that Ganga or Yamuna or Godavari. They meant the Akasha Ganga, which is the flow of cosmic energy from the outside into the inside, which happens when your mind is empty. Again, which happens when you are with the breath. It's all science. Science means repeatability. What Ratnakara has achieved, anybody can else achieve. What one man can do, anybody else can do. That simple lady, when she can become a police officer, IPS, anybody can do it. Who are better placed actually. So, when you do Anapanasati, observing the breathing, trying your best, you get into Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Then you go into Vishwa Shakti Avahana. Then you go into Nadi Mandala Shuddhi. The etheric body gets cleaned. We've got 7 bodies. The physical body, the etheric body, the astral body, the causal body, the supracausal body, the cosmic body, the nirvanic body. We are 7 bodies. See, the light consists of rainbow colors, 7 colors. Vibgyor, violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. And one side red and the other side violet. Vibgyor, 7 colors. Similarly, we are 7 bodies, which you experience in your meditation one by one. If you read Theosophical Society literature, there are books on astral body, books on causal body, books on supracausal body. You have to access those books and read them. When your whole of your Nadi Mandal Shuddhi has happened, when you have cleared the bad karma of all your past lifetimes, then what you get is a third eye, Divya Chakshu, the third eye of Shiva. How did he become a third eye master, Shiva, Lord Shiva? By constant meditation, Anapanasati. By constant being in the emptiness of the mind, emptiness of the worldly mind. There are many minds. When the worldly mind is emptied, the divine mind gets activated. Then you get into cosmic energy flow. Then Nadi Mandal Shuddhi happens. Because this is not the first lifetime that we are in. We have already crossed many lifetimes. And in many lifetimes, we have done many heinous crimes. We killed many people. We killed animals, birds and fish. We raped every woman. We did so many things. That's why Jesus said, we are all sinners. When he said, we are all sinners, he referred to all the past lives of everybody. Who is not a sinner? And that sin contributed to the blackness in the etheric body. So a lot of etheric cleansing happens. When poisons go away from your body, it will be very painful. When all the poisons are being removed from the body by your own efforts in meditation, you have to undergo a lot of suffering. It's not very easy. You have to continue with all the sincerity and seriousness of a Mahavira. How did a prince become a Mahavira? Mahavira means great warrior. Not in fighting and killing others, but in overcoming his own self, in killing his own bad karma upon the past lives. So he became a Mahavira, Vardhamana Mahavira. When he can do it, why can't we do it? It took 12 years for that master to become a Mahavir. In those days, but now the energies are very high because the whole earth is entering into photon band. Currently, the earth is in the photon band. So what took 12 years will take only 12 months or 12 weeks or 12 days now. Not more than that. The times have changed. So the science of meditation says 3 laws. The first law says, when you are with the breath, normal natural breath, the mind becomes empty. The second law says, when the mind is empty, huge amounts of cosmic energy begin to flood into the body. And the third law says, when the whole body is saturated with cosmic energy to the brim, then all your problems vanish. Physical problems, emotional problems, mental problems, intellectual problems, spiritual problems, social problems, economic problems, financial problems, everything will vanish. Now nothing is a problem for you. And you are not a problem to anybody else. Before meditation, you become a problem to everybody else, and everybody becomes a problem to you. After heavy work in meditation, 5 steps: Anapanasati, Chittavritti Nirodha, Vishwashakti Avahana, Nadiyamandal Shuddhi, and Divya Chakshu, you are a master. You become a rishi. Now you become a source of light to others. You become a guide. You become a good Samaritan. You got your direction. And through you, others will get their direction. So, my dear friends, science of meditation is very, very simple. It is as simple as simplicity itself. See the seed. It contains the whole tree in a nutshell. You can't see the tree inside the seed. No. The seed is there, and the whole tree is there in the seed in an undifferentiated way. When the zygote meets the ovum, when the sperm meets the ova, there becomes zygote, and a small embryo happens. That embryo has the potential of the whole human being. The seed is like that embryo. All the things are there in the undifferentiated space. Then the differentiation happens. The sprouts happen, the roots happen, the tree happens, the leaves happen, the branches happen, the flowers happen, the fruit happens. Everything happens. Once you are closing your eyes and observing the breathing, everything happens. You don't have to do anything other than that, other than coming out of the meditation. You must not open your eyes. No. Close your eyes and begin to observe the breathing for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 10 hours. One person in Tirupati one day, I saw him. He was there sitting for 6 days like that. In a yajna in Tirupati. For 6 days he was sitting. Day and night, not moving. No body calls. He was sitting there for 6 days, for 7 days. Nothing is impossible, as Karthikeyanji said. As every other man said, every other great woman said, nothing is impossible. You have a third eye, dormant third eye. You have to activate it. We don't acquire a third eye from other source. We have that, but it has become fossilized, dormant. You have to activate it through intense meditation, committed meditation. A commitment as great as a Buddha's or Milarepa's or some Jnaneshwars. Any number of examples are there to inspire us. Lobsang Rampa, who is my favorite author. 1979, I first read his book, December 29th, You Forever. Then that changed my life. I got my instant enlightenment when I read that book. Others may not become enlightened by reading the book, but I got enlightenment. The great yogi from East Godavari, Mummadivaram Balayogi, he saw Bhakta Potana cinema and became enlightened. Then he sat in meditation for 50 years. Mummadivaram Balayogi from East Godavari in Andhra Pradesh. Only Shivaratri day he will come out once in a year. Then he gives darshan to everybody. We all know in Andhra Pradesh about Mummadivaram Balayogi. Such a great yogi. In modern times, just recently, we are not talking about Buddhas and Jesus. We are talking about Mummadivaram Balayogi. One boy, 14-year-old boy, left his house and became a Ramana Maharshi. Sat on the hill of Tiruvannamalai. When he can do that, why can't we do that? Are we not more intelligent than that 14-year-old boy, Venkataramana? Are we not more intelligent than him? Pandit Radhakrishnan used to go there and sit with Ramana Maharshi silently and absorb the energy and come back. No discussion is required. Pandit Radhakrishnan. When I was 15 years old, I read the 2 volumes of Indian philosophy by Pandit Radhakrishnan when I was 15 years old. In my summer holidays, when I went from school to college, 2 months of summer holidays, I read the 2 volumes of Indian philosophy by Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan. Such a great master. The President of India. What he can do, we can also do. The science of meditation, Dhyani, Yogi, Rishi, Maharshi, Brahmarshi, primary school, middle school, high school, college, university. You start from the primary school, you go to the middle school. Primary school is apprentice, Dhyani, middle school is Yogi, high school is Rishi, college is Maharshi, and university professor is Brahmarshi. An Einstein in spirituality. So, 40 days to become a Dhyani, then 40 days to become a Yogi, 40 days to become a Rishi, 40 days to become a Maharshi, and 40 days to become a Brahmarshi. 200 days over. The course is over. If you are sincere, if you are serious. And if you are not sincere, even 200 lifetimes will be there without any achievement. Because you are not sincere. You are not serious. If you are sincere and serious, you will become Tendulkar. He is deadly serious in his cricket. You will become like Kapil Dev in bowling. If you are deadly serious and sincere. And you will become a Buddha. No problem in that. So the 5 steps in meditation science is, first is Anapanasati, observing the breathing. Then you go on to emptiness of the mind, Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Then you go into Vishwa Shakti Avahana, gathering the cosmic energy into your physical body. Then Nadya Mandal Shuddhi, because of the energy, then your whole etheric body gets cleaned. All the thousands and thousands of nadis, they get cleaned, which became unclean because of past life karmas. Every time you do a bad karma, your etheric body becomes black. Every time you kill an animal for your food, kill a bird, kill a fish, then the etheric body becomes black, and you carry that etheric body in your next incarnation. And unless your etheric body gets cleaned, you will not open your third eye. And unless you open your third eye, you can't see the truth, cosmic truth. My dear friends, Pyramid Spiritual Societies movement is spreading this science of meditation to each and every person. Shubhasya Sigram, Alasam Amrutam Visham, a stitch in time saves 9. Kal kare so aaj kare so ab, pal mein pralay hoga, bahuri karoge sab. Right from today onwards, you start meditation. You are a corporate employer, or you are a corporate employee, or a corporate CEO, whatever you are, you start meditation right now. Today is the day to make a beginning. Close your eyes, hands into hands, fingers into fingers. Be comfortable in the body. Sit in the sofa. You don't have to keep your back straight at all. That's a misnomer, common misnomer in the whole of India. I never did that. I kept my body happy. Sthira Sukham Asanam, as Patanjali said. Asanam should be very, very comfortable, Sukham and Stiram, and not moving. I can happily sit in the sofa for the next 24 hours. Closing eyes and becoming one with my own self. Journey of the self, by the self, for the self. That is what is meditation. It's a journey of the self, by the self, for the self. What is self? Self is the awareness. Journey of the awareness, by the awareness, for the awareness. We are all points of awareness. By practice of meditation, we expand the point of awareness to include the whole creation. You have to expand your consciousness to include the whole creation inside you. To begin with, I request people to sit in meditation according to your age. Supposing your age is 20 years, you sit for 20 minutes, not more than that. If your age is 60, sit for 60 minutes, not more than that, for 40 days. Then the meditation becomes a habit. You are hooked to meditation. Then you become a yogi. Another 40 days as a yogi, as an emptiness of the mind. You develop your third eye. Another 40 days in your third eye, you will begin to see all your past lifetimes. Another 40 days, you will become a Brahmarshi. Anybody. Every child becomes an adult. If the child does not become an adult, it's a very unnatural thing. If the child becomes an adult, it's not a unnatural, it's a natural thing. Similarly, every person becoming a dhyani, yogi, rishi, maharshi, brahmarshi is a natural thing. If you don't become, then something is wrong with you. You are not working for yourself. You are anti yourself. Why are you anti yourself? Why are you against yourself? Very funny idea. Those people who are not choosing meditation are very anti themselves. And for that, they have to pay for it. Those poor people drinking always, becoming alcoholic, if they don't leave that, they are anti themselves. In some lifetime, they have to dissolve their alcoholism. Then someday you have to leave your himsa, your eating meat habit, which you maintain from times immemorial. Now you have to drop it, lock, stock, and barrel. Who will change you? Mahatma Gandhi went to London to study barrister. He never ate meat. Nothing was available there, but still he managed. And we are not able to manage in India. Very, very funny. What Gandhiji did in London, you can't do in India. And what kind of a Bharatvasi you are? He became the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi. And what about you? Why don't you become the father of the nation? Why can't you be as committed as Mahatma Gandhi? When I was 8, I read My Experiments with Truth of Mahatma Gandhi. When I was 8. When I was 10, I was having dreams about Shanti Niketan of Rabindranath Tagore. Now we have created many Shantiniketan all over India. One great Shantiniketan is our Pyramid Valley International, Bangalore. Pyramid spiritual ceremony has created many Shantiniketans, which was the dream of Rabindranath Tagore. The dream became true in PSSM. Rabindranath Tagore's dream became reality in PSSM. We created any number of Shantiniketans. Shanti, peace, comes from meditation. Without meditation, there is no Shanti. Rabindranath Tagore dreamed of Shantiniketan, but he didn't know about meditation. Gandhiji became a spiritual master, but without knowing meditation. With meditation, we can become greater people. We have got a Vajrayuda called as meditation, Anapanasati. What can you not become? I am sure in another 10 years, the whole world will become Anapanasati. I am deadly sure of that. I can see that through my fourth eye, Gnanic eye, wisdom eye. These are the Charma Chakshus, physical eyes. You have to close the physical eyes to get into the mind. Then there is the Mano Chakshu. You have to close the Mano Chakshu to get to the third eye. Then you have to go beyond the third eye to get into the fourth eye, Jnana Chakshu. I acquired my Jnana Chakshu. In this lifetime. And that became a foundation for the great movement called a Pyramid Spiritual Society movement. If you do meditation with a pyramid, inside a pyramid, your meditation is thrice more powerful. If you do meditation with a group of 100 people, 200 people, 1,000 people, you got more energy. If you do meditation in a forest meditation. If you do meditation with music, they will have music meditation. If you do meditation in a yogi samadhi, that is samadhi meditation. Full moon night, full moon meditation. To intensify your meditation, many methods are there. Full moon meditation, music meditation, pyramid meditation, nature meditation, group meditation, samadhi meditation. My Guruji, Sadananda Yogi Ji, samadhi is there in Kurnool district, 70 kilometers from Kurnool town. If you go and sit there in the samadhi place and do meditation, it is samadhi meditation. Great energy flows from that samadhi. There is a place where a great enlightened master's body is there, put there. Samadhi meditation. You go to Mantralayam, Raghavendra Swami is there. Samadhi meditation. Sajiva Samadhi meditation. You go to Tirumala, Sajiva Samadhi meditation. He is still there, Lord Venkateswara, doing meditation for the past 1500 years. That's why the whole power is there in Tirumala. Everything leads you to meditation. All roads lead to Rome. That was the truth in those days. Rome was the center of the whole world. All roads led to Rome. Now we say all roads lead to meditation. All roads lead to Anapanasati. Please contact any pyramid master. He or she, they will enlighten you in no time. They'll give you direction in no time. Please access and go into our websites. Everything is there. If you don't copy a pyramid master, you will be sued. If you don't access the information that we have in our websites, you will be sued. You have to copy. I copied a Buddha. I copied a Gandhi. I'll work and work and work and work. If I don't work, I won't feel happy. If I don't teach, I won't feel happy. And when I feel happy, I will become healthy in my body. Everything is psychosomatic. 100%, not 99%. Everything is based upon the mind. The mind creates the body. The mind is the builder of the body. 100% psychosomaticity. There was once a British officer about 150 years back, somewhere in Lucknow. He was a very arrogant person. He was heckling all people, Indian people. Hey, yogis, what kind of yogis who are there? He was heckling. One day one person said, Swamiji, there is a yogi here nearby. Yogi? This was a very arrogant British officer. He said, Yogi? I don't believe in yogis. You bring that fellow to me here. So they brought some person to that British officer, military officer. He took his sword and cut his hand. The hand fell. And that fellow, with the other hand, he lifted this hand and attached this, did namaskar and went away. He said, I am a yogi. The same thing happened with Raghavendra Swami. He was invited by Nizam of Hyderabad to ridicule him, to insult him. When Raghavendra Swami accepted that invitation, he came to Hyderabad, the Nizams. The Nizam offered with a covered sheet meat to Raghavendra Swami. Raghavendra Swami laughed and removed the cover. There were only fruits, there was no meat. So that is spirituality. That is yoga. That is the perfection we are all aiming at. Bismillah Khan plays the Shahnai so very well, achieved lifetime of practice of Shahnai. He became Bismillah Khan. Bhimsen Joshi, lifetime practice of singing. He became Bhimsen Joshi. Bharat Ratna. Bismillah Khan, Bharat Ratna. Raghavendra Swami, lifetime of meditation. He became a perfect master. Four things are there. Learn meditation, practice meditation, teach meditation, spread meditation, my dear friends. Through this digital age, we can spread meditation everywhere. Yesterday, I spoke to all our USA masters. Today, I'm speaking all to corporation masters. Sitting at my home, you can do wonders. That is what the digital age is done, is doing to everybody else. Thank you, Anantiji. I think I have covered.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. You have covered everything, sir.
Now let us do a few minutes of meditation.
Yes, sir.
Hands into hands, fingers into fingers, cross your feet, close your eyes, and let me play the flute. Any music is good music. Carnatic music or Hindustani music or classical music. Instrument is always good. Because through instrument, you're going to pure words, pure notes. In vocal singing, you are into words. The mind starts working. But in instrumental music, there are no words. Only notes are there. So instrumental music, classical music is very good for meditation. That's what I learned through my own experience. Indian classical music, instrumental music is the best for meditation for anybody. So let us have some nice classical music, instrumental music while we are attempting Anapanasati. That music will not be a hindrance to you. It will assist you. It will be a catalyst to you. About 10 minutes of meditation. Be with your breath, my dear friends. Only 10 minutes. And you can do much better than my music. You can put Bismillah Khan, Pandit Ravi Shankar, Amjad Khan of Sarod of Amjad Khan. Put the next tabla of Zakir Hussain and do meditation, my dear friends. Music is meant for meditation, especially instrumental music, classical music. Use Veena of Balchandar ji. Use the flute of N. Ramani, Pannalal Ghosh, all great masters of music. Use the music for your meditation. Use the pyramid energy for meditation. Use the full moon energy for meditation. Use the group energy for meditation. Use the forest energy for meditation. Use the samadhi energy for your meditation. For the next 10 minutes, you will not open your eyes. You will forget your family, forget your friends, forget your neighbors, forget your country. You will just be with your breath. Anapanasati is the thing. All roads lead to Anapanasati. Whatever your problem, Anapanasati is the solution. Right from headache to cancer. I have heard millions of people practice Anapanasati and get rid of all the problems, lock, stock, and barrel, in very short times. That's how this PSSM is born, out of the efforts, experience of all the great masters, millions of them, all over India and the rest of the world. For 10 minutes, kindly be with your breath. Be with your normal, natural, easy, soft, simple, tender, peaceful, tranquil breath, only for 10 minutes. Only 10 minutes, my dear friends. Be with your breath. Anapanasati is the thing that you have to be with. That is the greatest treasure you can ever come to possess. Anapanasati. Slow and steady wins the race. You have to be slow. Be happy with being a slow beginner, but become a steady beginner, and you will win the race. Slow and steady wins the race, Baba. You don't have to hurry. Dhyanam nirvishiyam manaha. Make your mind empty of all people, of all events, of all things by becoming one with the breath. The law says when you are with the breath, the mind automatically becomes empty. That's the law. Be with the breath. Final 5 minutes. Be with your breath. Meditation gives you everything. Everything means everything. Whatever you wish for, whatever you dream of, everything will be yours. When you become a regular meditator. Only 3 minutes more. Be with your breath. Anapanasati is the key for everything, which unlocks all locks. One master key, one master technology. Anapanasati. Right from headache to cancer. Everything gets washed off from your system. All fears and phobias, they get washed off. No more fears, no more phobias. You will have a clean and healthy mind and a brilliant mind which can unravel everything and anything by constant focus on it. But you have to practice meditation. A pound of practice and an ounce of theory. There is very, very little theory and there is a pound of practice. There is very little theory in swimming. You must, for swimming, you have to shake your legs and hands. Then you float. Then you can swim through the English Channel. Many people have done it. Swimming the whole English Channel. Swimming is an ounce of theory and a pound of practice. Meditation is also the same thing. An ounce of theory and a pound of practice. Final 1 minute. Don't open your eyes. You must be accustomed to closing the eyes and becoming one with the breath. You must try your level best at it. You must muster all your sincerity and seriousness. Then you will achieve everything through your Anapanasati. It is the classic Vajrayudha. It is the classic Kamadhenu. It is the classic Kalpataru in the Indian lore. We know about Kalpataru, Kamadhenu, Vajrayudha, Chintamani. Allow this magic lamp, that is Anapanasati. It is allow this magic carpet, that is Anapanasati. Final 30 seconds. Twenty seconds. Seconds. You must lose yourself in meditation. Then you will find yourself. You must regain the paradise. Which you lost before meditation. Now you must regain the paradise through meditation. Final 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Kindly place your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds. You have to put the hands in your eyes because when you do meditation, your hands become energy hands. When you put those energy hands onto your eyes, then energy is transferred. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly remove your hands and you may open your eyes. Thank you very much, Anantiji.